All right, we're live. Welcome to our hangout, guys and gals out there. My name is Charles Lenore Jr., and I am your host, and I'm one half of the dynamic duo of Debt Elimination. My partner Lorenzo is out tonight, so I'll be carrying this broadcast solo, but that's okay. Hopefully, you all are doing well this afternoon or this evening, depending on what side of the United States you live on. So, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Again, I've got some exciting information I'm going to share with you. But before we do that, I want to make sure that I acknowledge those of you who are tuning in across the United States. So if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. The way we do things at the top of the broadcast is we do a roll call. We want to know who you are and where you are tuning in from. So give your city and your state, drop an emoji in the comments below, and let us give you a shout out live on the air. And if you are tuning in as a member of the Smart Money team from our Facebook group, make sure you give StreamYard permission or we cannot see you comment. So again, welcome, especially to you all that are first time viewers. All right, so give me a second to make sure that I acknowledge those of you who are tuning in, okay? But this is the Smart Money Team Hangout. This is the home of reverse banking. Reverse banking. It is the strategic approach to rapid debt elimination. And we'll talk about a lot of that later on in the broadcast. So get ready. This is going to be a nice, easy ride. If you're on the East Coast, forgive me if we actually have some kind of interruptions because there is some incredible storms passing through right now. And unfortunately, a lot of you got hit with some storms yesterday in the Georgia, South Carolina, Florida region, North Carolina, I believe. Tornadoes popped off. So we hope that everyone that was in the path of those storms is safe, and that if there is any damage, that it could be recovered very quickly. But anyway, all right. So we've got a few of you already coming on the broadcast. I want to give a shout out to a few people here. Let's see. Looks like we got Raul. Raul, good to see you and Blanca on the call. Good to see you. I believe he hails from Texas. So shout out to the great state of Texas. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else before we get into today's call? Anyone else? If we get some comments a little later, I will hopefully be able to manage that and be able to give you a shout out live on the air. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to talk about today. This is the Wednesday broadcast. This is our midweek inspiration and motivation while you try to work on your financial situation. Okay. So I'm glad you're here because we're going to talk about some powerful things this afternoon / evening, depending on where you are. Okay. If you've never seen our broadcast, you're going to want to share this, okay? You are going to want to share this. This is information that a lot of times we're not taught in school, all right? Because we don't focus on finances in school. I mean, we don't even get taught how to write a checkbook, write a check out of a checkbook, right? So a lot of this information that I'm going to share with you is going to really, really blow your mind because when I get into the presentation I'm going to do tonight, it's going to focus mainly on why you should be joining our crusade, why you should be a part of our mission as the Smart Money team, and you'll see what that is in a second. But we're on a crusade, ladies and gentlemen, to eliminate debt and poverty in America. And the way we're going to do is one individual, one family, one neighborhood, one community at a time, right? But we can't do this alone. We need your help. We really need your help, and it starts with you, each one of you, because each and every one of you can contribute in some kind of way to what we are trying to accomplish. All right. So again, if you were invited by someone on our team to watch this broadcast, then pay very close attention to what I'm going to share with you. Pay very close attention. Take notes if you need to. But then after the broadcast, get back with that person and say, hey, I'm so glad you invited me to this because I want to be a part of what you all are doing, not only for your own personal financial situation that you want to improve, but for all those that are around you in your circle, whether it's family, co-workers, friends, relatives. This is something that we all need and that can help each and every one of us be bigger, better people in life because it's going to relieve stress. Trust me when I say this, okay? All right, so let me just go to the lines and see if there's anyone else who has commented. It doesn't look like it right now. So without further ado, I'm going to talk to you a little bit tonight about how you can actually, build wealth and eliminate debt at the same time. All right. So we're going to be talking about eliminating your personal debt and actually earning an income in the process. All right. So you can build wealth for your family for generations to come. All right. This isn't no MLM stuff. This isn't no Avon, sell jewelry, cosmetics. This is the real deal. This is something that every citizen in America needs. No doubt. Every citizen in America needs this because it impacts so much, right? When we're talking about your personal finances, whew, this is a subject that I'm telling you, every last one of you can use, all right? And if you're over 30 right now, if you're over 30, you own a house or you have credit card debt or you have auto loans or you have student loans or any kind of personal loans, furniture loans, whatever, ATV, boat, whatever, right? And you want to know how to pay this stuff off quickly so that you can save thousands and thousands of dollars in unnecessary interest payments you would give to the bank. This money could be going in your pocket, but you're giving it to the bank right now. And you want to pay attention because the smart money team, I'm telling you, we're on a mission and we are going to change lives this year. All right. So having said that, I want to go into some information that I'm going to share with you to give you a little bit more background of who we are, why we do what we do, and what you can get out of it if you join our crusade. So give me a second. I'm going to share my screen with you all, and then I'm going to talk to you for just a few minutes tonight, okay? I promise you I will not be long, but what I am going to tell you is going to be powerful, okay? So let's see if you can see my screen now. Hopefully you can. If you can see my screen, somebody give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you can see it, and I will go ahead and get ready to get started. All right, I'm seeing some thumbs up. All right, perfect. So, Smart Money Team, who are we? Who are we? We are a group of ordinary people just working together as a team to help people from all walks of life not only eliminate their mortgage, but all their debt in record time. And when I say record time, how many of y'all have student loan debt, mortgage debt, credit card debt that's just been lingering and lingering? You're just so sick of it. Maybe you're even living paycheck to paycheck. All right. How about on average, the members of our team that have 30-year mortgages are paying them off between 5 and 7 years, and on average. Now, of course, there'll be a few that are a little bit over that, maybe 11 or 12 years, but guess what? It's a 30-year mortgage, and you're still paying off in 11, 12 years, along with all the other debt in that same time frame. But we also have on the other end of the spectrum, some that are paying it off under 5 years. Can you imagine paying off the 30-year mortgage under 5 years without refinancing, without going to do any loan consolidations or loan modifications and making more than the minimum monthly payment? And you can do this with your current income. You ain't got to go get a second or third job. Can you imagine that? I'm telling you, this is powerful stuff, folks. So here's what we do. Our mission of the Smart Money Team is to provide financial education and training in order to raise public awareness about the danger of debt. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why debt is dangerous here in a second. So how do we do it? We know that in order to succeed in our mission and to get enough dedicated citizens to help us, we need to start a movement with hundreds of people, thousands of people who are able to work with our projects and in the process make enough money for a living. All right. We don't want you to do anything for free. We want you to do things that are going to benefit you financially. All right. So here's how we do it. We chose and selected internet marketing as our business model for building and marketing our mission. All right. And I'm going to get into that more here in a second. But what is our objective? I told you, we want to reduce or eliminate debt and poverty in America. And we're going to do it one individual, one family, and one community at a time. All right. You know the old saying, How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And that's exactly what we're going to do. All right. So our goal every year is to help 365 families get out of financial bondage every year. We want to free you from debt bondage. All right. 365 is our goal, but often we are way over our goal. All right. But again, we want your help. So let me give you an example statistically what is happening with our organization. Right now, under our debt management, we have $53,575,270. These are people that we are freeing from debt. 53 million right now and growing. Right now, those team members of ours who are a part of our organization have paid off $4,441,072 so far. That's a lot of dough, y'all. Think about that. $4 million of debt gone that they no longer have to worry about. So here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how to eliminate debt and create a lucrative job replacing income stream while you're working your current 9 to 5 job. While you are working your current 9 to 5 job. Now, why what I'm going to tell you and what I'm going to share with you, why is all this important? Well, folks, we are living in an unstable economy. The warning signs are all around us. Just look. The unemployment rate is currently at 3.8%, and there have been over 26.5 million jobs lost in the past. Now we're down to 63.3 million jobs lost. A lot of jobs still lost. All right, inflation it's at a 40-year high. A 40-year high. Due to world events and supply chain shortages as a result, gas prices have gone up, all right, along with many other items that we need. And let's not forget, we are still dealing with a global pandemic, one that caught most of us off guard. All right, people didn't properly plan their financial future, and they were financially unprepared when the economy turned. Now, many families are struggling with their bills and an enormous amount of debt. Now, unfortunately, there are still a lot of people out there that don't understand just how harmful debt is, and they have yet to take any action. Even during these perilous times, though, there is opportunity for those of you that don't know me. My name is Charles Lenore. I am a retired Army officer. I served over 24 plus years and deployed into combat multiple times. I'm a real estate investor. I started a company, built a significant portfolio of rental properties across 5 different states. I have built multiple income streams in my spare time using social media and the internet. That's right, using things like the platform you're looking at now, Facebook, right? Or YouTube. Maybe you're witnessing me on StreamYard, all right? Or maybe on Zoom, all right? Monetizing these types of platforms. All right, and I'm also the founder of the Smart Money team, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about that here shortly. All right, so there's nothing else is really special about me except for that I have a passion for helping others. Right here, you see on the left, I love mentoring and coaching. This is my YMCA little boys basketball team. We're undefeated. All right, these guys didn't play. All right, and I love doing stuff like this. All right, but you can only do stuff like this when you have a passion for helping others and you understand the value of time and money, okay? Now, the other thing that I love doing is volunteering. Here you see I'm volunteering to help feed the homeless, all right? I love feeding the homeless. I love dealing with homeless veterans. I love anything that will allow them to position themselves much better, all right? So I love volunteering. Now, why should you listen to me, okay? Well, just in the past 12 months, I earned $121,719. Do I need to say it again? $121,719. All right, my average income each month was over $10,000. Now, what you don't understand about this income is it only took me 12 months and 20 hours of my time a month to do it. 20 hours. Now, how many of y'all work 40-hour work weeks or more? Do you earn $121,719? Now, I don't say this to brag or to boast. I want to make a point that I'm doing this in my spare time. So if I can do this, you can do this. But the most important part of this income that I've created that I really love is that I was able to do this helping others get out of debt bondage, helping people get out of debt. And I was getting paid in the process. You see, debt has consequences, folks. It is an ugly word. Finances are the number one cause for divorce in America today. Take time to stop and think how many times you have fought over bills or not having money to purchase something one of you has wanted, right? Debt causes undue stress, which can escalate into many physical as well as mental health problems. Think about that. Debt is destructive. Debt destroys dreams. Let me ask you this. Is debt and financial stress destroying your life's dreams? Debt has a way of taking away our dreams. The more debt we incur, the less freed money we have to follow our dreams. Unfortunately, debt even destroys families. Did you know that more than 40% of American families spend more than they earn? Debt even destroys futures. Think about how many parents can't send their children to college because of debt. The younger generation is robbed of their opportunity to receive a higher education. And debt, my friends, even destroys nations. Did you know the US national debt right now is $30 trillion and growing? Yeah, just take a look at the usdebtclock.org and you'll see that. And right now, our personal debt in America is at an all-time high, $22 trillion, and it is continuing to rise. So my question to you is this: is debt holding you back? Is it holding you back? Is it keeping you from living your life that you want to live? Well, what if I can show you how you can create a passive income stream from the comfort of your home simply by helping others get out of debt? What if it can be done without begging friends and family, cold calling people that you don't even know, talking to strangers, or other time-sucking activities like hotel meetings and home parties? Doing the hotel meetings and home parties, people don't have time for that. You don't have time to drive 2 hours to a meeting and spend 2 hours in the meeting and then 2 hours driving back home just to get a big fat no. I don't want to be a part of that. Well, guess what, folks? The internet has broken down all those traditional barriers for building a business online from the comfort of your home. Now you may be asking, why go online versus traditional brick and mortar business, Charles? Well, because you don't need a whole bunch of anything, right? You don't need a big fancy office. You don't need to borrow money from a bank or get a small business loan. You don't need to hire or train employees. You don't need any of that, okay? Not to start a business online from the comfort of your home. Anybody can do it. Well, maybe not anybody, not this little baby, of course, all right? But all you really have to do is leverage the internet so that we can literally reach people online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm talking about doing things online. Now, to make money online, you just need to be able to do at least two things. Find a problem in the marketplace. The problem we have identified is debt. Then you have to be able to offer a solution to that problem. That's the second thing you need to be able to do, okay? And our solution is this debt relief bill. See, if you just take this twice a day for 30 days, it will wipe out all your debt and increase your credit score. Okay, obviously I'm joking, all right? The people will find the solution to their debt problem in our award-winning program and service. It is an online personal education and finance system that was created to get consumers like me and you out of debt in the fastest time possible, and in the process, help us save more money. We want to put more money in the bank. Now, people on our team, just helping other people, are earning $450 to $1,550 each and every time they help somebody. So helping others with our financial solution can earn you this amount of money. A day, a week, it's up to you. But on average, folks on our team are earning between $450 and $1,550 for 2.5 hours of work. Think about that. Now, do you get paid that at your job? $450 to $1,550 for 2.5 hours of work? If you do, then I'm talking to the wrong crew, but I suspect that you don't. So how does this work? Well, this online system pulls all your financial accounts into one central location and uses advanced financial and banking strategies and money saving tips and strategies to map out the most effective, tailored, fitted strategy to you to help you achieve your goals of freedom from debt. I'm talking mortgage freedom. I'm talking auto loan freedom, student loan freedom, debit, credit cards, you name it, okay? This amazing program computes the optimal time to leverage money to pay off your debts and cancel interest. See, people think that debt is the problem. It's not debt. It's the way the banks use the amortization schedule to basically rob us of a lot of interest. Okay. Now, this program may sound simple, but it's millions of lines of code and multiple math algorithms hard at work on your behalf. Basically, what it's doing is unlocking your financial data, your DNA. It's unlocking your financial DNA and showing you the path to financial freedom very quickly. I like to compare this functionality to like a GPS. Okay, you know how like when you get in your car and you type the address to your destination and the GPS then calculates where you are and plots out the fastest, most efficient route to your destination? Yeah, you know? All right, and if along the way you miss a turn or take a wrong exit, what happens? The GPS recalculate, and guide you how to get back on track, correct? Well, that's what we call our system. We call it a financial GPS. It will show you the fastest route to zero debt while helping you to build wealth along the way. It basically guides you to paying off your debts, saving for retirement, staying focused, and tracks your success. So just imagine using a smart money system that shows you how to keep more of your hard-earned money and put it to work for you. Now, this financial GPS system is web-based and can integrate with over 13,000 banks, credit unions, lenders, credit card, and financial service-based companies throughout the United States. And it works just like the financial programs inside the banking system. But instead of working to make the bank money, it computes the optimal time to leverage money to pay off your debts and cancel interest, saving you literally hundreds or not thousands of dollars that you can use for other things like your retirement, college funds for the kids, weddings, whatever it is that you need the money for. So I hope that I have began to peel back the onion for you a little bit so that you can get a much better understanding of what we've got going on. Now, the question you may be asking now is, how do I get started? Well, I'm glad you asked that. To get started with us, it's going to take a one-time payment of $199. Now, I'm not talking about $199 each month like these programs out there. They want you to be on this thing called auto ship and you pay month after month and month after month, and yet you can only make about $20 in the process. So you're putting out more than you're getting back. We're talking about $199 one time and you're done. Okay. Now, if you are a first responder or you are a military veteran or active duty, all right, first responder, meaning a police officer, firefighter, or EMT, okay, if you show us proof of service, we will waive part of that $199, $50 of it, and you only have to pay $149, all right? So, folks, listen. We want you to be a part of this movement because we are sweeping across America. Again, the Smart Money team is on a crusade. We have got people from East Coast to West Coast, including Alaska and Hawaii. We are going to dominate in helping other people in America eliminate their debt so they can live the lives they want to. And if you don't offer this to your friends and family, my friends, guess what? We certainly will. So, if you want to get on the road to financial freedom, you're tired of your personal debt, you want to put your family in a better position financially, then I implore you to get back with the person who invited you to check out this broadcast and say, hey, that information that Charles was sharing was powerful. I've got a mortgage. I've got student loans. I've got credit card debt. I've got auto loans. I want to get rid of this stuff. Show me what I need to do to eliminate my debt so I can put more money back in my pocket, but also so that I can start getting paid by helping other people eliminate these same debts. And at $450 to $1,550 each and every time you do that makes sense to you, then you're in the right place at the right time with the right set of people and the right opportunity, folks. Hopefully, I made a little sense tonight. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments right now. I'll be more than happy to answer these questions for you live while we're on the air, because I've got a little bit of time left. So if you got a comment, you got a question, let me hear it. Carrie, man, what's up, Carrie? It looks like Carrie joined the call tonight. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Hope all is well in your neck of the woods. What questions do we have? Do we have any questions? Well, listen, while you guys are thinking, and before I end tonight's broadcast, if there's anyone out there who believes there's someone that should see this, guess what? Tag them. Share this with them. Tag them. Share this with them. We tag people and share all kinds of other stuff, cat videos and, people eating food. Share some information that can change somebody's financial status, okay? Change somebody's financial status. All right? And, listen, I'm telling you guys, this is some powerful stuff. If you happen to catch this as a replay and not live, all right, put hashtag replay in the comments and tell us where you're located at, what city or state do you represent, because we still want to give you a shout out, even though it's not going to be live on the air. All right. Going back to see if there's any more questions. Any questions? Boom. Got a question from Carrie. Carrie says, thanks, Charles. Are there any licenses we need to obtain to take part of this opportunity? Absolutely not, Carrie. You do not have to have a license. All right, because what we are doing is we're helping people eliminate debt. Now, there's some exciting stuff that we can share for some of you out there who are qualified financial professionals. All right, and I don't want to get into that on this call, because that is something that I'd like to share with insight internally to the members of the team right now. But you don't have to have a license to get started doing any of the stuff that we're doing, okay? Think about that, right? You didn't have to study for anything. You don't have to go pass a test for anything, right? But we do attract real estate professionals, financial professionals, CPAs, mortgage and loan officers, brokers, realtors, life insurance professionals. Why? Because you guys have a clientele out there of consumers that have debt that you are helping try to either build wealth or get their dream home or whatever the case may be, right? Just think about if you had this value-added service that you could provide for them, and in the process of helping them with getting their dream home, you say, hey, listen, how about I help you because I put you in debt, this 30-year mortgage. Let me show you how you can get out of debt. And guess what? You get paid in the process. All right. They're going to love you. They're going to come refer other people to you. All these lead programs that you have, you won't need them anymore. You have a way in. Trust me. You have a way in. All right. Because they're going to come to you and they're going to be super excited to bring their parents, their sisters, their brothers, their aunties, their uncles to you, because you know what? You're the only one showing them how to eliminate that 30-year mortgage in 5 to 7 years. I'm telling you, this is powerful, folks. And anyone who sits on this is doing you an injustice. I always get this, Carrie. I always get this question right here. Charles, this is absolutely wonderful. I can't believe that this program and this system exists. How come I have not heard this from my fill in the blank, my real estate agent, fill in the blank, my life insurance agent, fill in the blank, my CPA, fill in the blank, my loan officer, fill in the blank, my financial planner? How come I have not? So if I just listed you and your profession, you're doing your client you're doing a disservice by not being a part of our team and referring them and sharing this program with them. All right, you're doing them a disservice. And I ethically and legally, along with my team, steal your clients all the time. All right, they're your clients, but they come to us. Why? Because we can show them how to get rid of that mortgage that you just got them into. All right, why? Because we can show them how to help get themselves out of debt. All right. So hopefully that answers your question, Carrie. And for those of you who are professionals out there with licenses who've had a Stafer test, understand that you don't need anything like that to do what we're doing. Okay. So Bobby asked, how long have you been in the business? I've been doing this for 15 years, my friend. 15 years. 15 years doing this. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this and the reason why I love it is because if it wasn't for this and this information, I would not be able to live the lifestyle I live now, which is pretty good, being that I retired from the Army back in 2016 and I have not worked since then. All right. And it was because this information allowed me to eliminate debt, pay off multiple mortgages, everything from townhouses, condos, multiple multi-properties and investments, because I was paying it off so quickly and building equity so quickly. All right. So when I say that you can increase your net worth to the seven-figure or seven-figure level, it's absolutely possible with this program. All right, because you're going to pay off your home, and you're going to go out there and get another one, and another one, and another one, and then you're going to rent them homes out, and that passive income stream is going to come into you month after month, year after year. And guess what, folks? If you're in the Airbnb and you're doing that kind of stuff, that's a lucrative income stream that you can have. And if you don't have a mortgage on that property, guess where all that money's going? Back in your pocket. Back in your pocket. So you got to think ahead. Think ahead. If you're 35, 40, 50 years old right now and you're still dealing with student loans, still dealing with mortgages and all that, then shame on you, because I'm trying to give you an out. I'm trying to show you there's a better way. All right. You do not have to be 65 years old still dealing with a mortgage. Still dealing with that. Okay. It's a mindset thing, and it's something you got to take action on. The only person that can blame themselves for debt when you're 60, 65 years old is you, especially if you've heard this broadcast and you've heard this information. Shame on you. I've had people come back to me 8 years later and tell me, Charles, I wish I would have listened to you 8 years ago. I would be out of debt because you told me that I could be out of debt with this system in 5.6 years. And I didn't do it. Instead, I refinanced 3 times and spent all that money refinancing to lower the interest rate to continue to give the bank monthly payments and still not own your home. Well, guess what? When you die, what happens to your home? Do you think it just goes away? You think the bank just leaves you alone? No, you die and you may not be worried about it, but that debt gets passed on to your kids or your heirs, right? They got to deal with it. And guess what's more disappointing to a child to see that their parents have been living in a home for 35, 40 years, thinking that it was paid off, and it wasn't. And the bank comes calling saying, what are you going to do? Because your parents still owe money on this house. And they're forced to either do one or two things. Either sell the home or let the bank foreclose on it. What kind of legacy are you going to leave your children? What kind of legacy do you want to leave your grandchildren? If you do not embrace the fact that you should be eliminating this debt and building wealth, shame on you. You're not going to leave yourself any legacy, and they're going to hate you in the long run for leaving them with all that debt. We got to do better, folks. We got to do better. That's why this movement amongst the smart money team, this crusade that we have, is powerful. It's powerful. You get around like-minded folks, you can change things. You can change mindsets. You can change people. You can change things. Change for the better. Let's get your financial house in order. Any other questions? Any other questions? Good questions, guys. A lot of these guys are on the team. We want you guys to join us. So, having said that, we're going to wrap up the call. We're about 5 minutes over. I appreciate everyone coming on the call tonight. I want you to join us again next week, right here. All right, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Invite somebody. Don't come solo. Do not come solo. Bring a friend. Share and tag somebody in this so that they can see this information and say, Charles made me think tonight. He made me think, because I can't force you to want to get out of debt. You want to have that chain around your neck and around your arms and your feet for the next 15, 20 years. That's on you. All right. All I can tell you is 20 hours a month is what I do. And you see the amount of income that I brought in. I still got time to spend with my family, spend with my friends. I can get up and go to the gym when I want to. I can go travel when I want to. I can do pretty much anything I want to because I control my schedule. You know what? It's not even about the money, folks. I'm telling you, it's not about the money. What's most important to me that I want to be able to pass on to you is the time. It's the time. The time freedom is everything because there's a lot of things more important than money. Time freedom is one of them. Time to spend with your family, time to spend with your kids, time. Because right now, you spend a lot of time at the job. 8 to 12 hours a day, day after day after day. You got to ask the man, can you have a vacation? You got to ask him when you want to go on sick leave. I ain't got to do any of that. I ain't going to do any of that. I have my time. And that, my friends, is worth everything that I'm sharing with you tonight. Get with the person that invited you to our broadcast, and I promise you, you'll be glad that you got started with us. So, until next week, well, we got another question or two here. All right. Bobby says, can this help with student loans? Yes, Bobby, I mentioned that earlier. Doesn't matter what the debt is, it helps, right? Just get back with the people that you are trying to help. Let them know that it helps. Any kind of debt, doesn't matter what kind of debt it is, all right? Raul says, powerful information that can change life. Absolutely, Raul. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're going to continue to change lives one life at a time, one family at a time, one community at a time. All right, folks, got to go. I appreciate you. Take care. And we'll see you on the next broadcast on Wednesday, right here, 7 p.m. at the Smart Money Team Hangout. Y'all have a great rest of the week.